this is your first time, I'm Kyle. I am one half of the Wandering Shores. So as you saw from the title as well as the thumbnail, we are here to take you on Forest Road 281, which is also known as Indian Creek Road. It's an amazing dispersed camping about halfway between Alpine, Wyoming, that direction, and Irwin, Idaho, that direction on US 26. So we're going to take you down this road right here. A couple things to keep in mind. Number one, this first half of the road actually goes through private property. So you need to make sure that you go to past the second cow grate before you can actually start dispersed camping. And there is a 5-day stay limit here from May 1st to September 1st. And then after September 1st, all the way around to May 1st, you can stay for up to 14 days. Couple things to know about this road in. There are a few sections that are very narrow, so you got to be sure that you keep an eye out for oncoming traffic. When we were here in 2022, we actually came upon another RV leaving, and it was pretty treacherous getting past each other. Most of the road is pretty thick or pretty wide, and you can get past, but there are sections that are very narrow. Most all of the boondocking is going to be on what's called the south side of the road, which as you're driving in will be on the right-hand side. At the very end, there is a trailhead. I'm going to take you down there at the end of the video and show you that. So if you don't find a spot as you drive in, or you find a better spot, later on, you have the ability to turn around at the very end, and I'm going to show you that here at the end of the video. But I'm also going to take you inside and show you a Google overview so that you can see some of the amazing boondocking spots here on Forest Road 281 outside of Alpine, Wyoming, near Irwin, Idaho. Do you enjoy free camping and boondocking across the United States? Well, we've got a lot more for you. If you haven't already, checked out thewanderingshores.com, and we have an interactive Google map there where you can see all of the spots we've done campsite reviews of, as well as things to do in the area. So check us out. All right, everyone, we are inside now, and I want to take you to Indian Creek Dispersed Camping Area / Forest Road 821, I believe is the name. I'm going to zoom in here. You're going to see two hearts. One heart is the boondocking area that you are currently watching the video on, and this area over here is referred to as Palisades Lake Dispersed Camping. We have a whole nother video. It may be out by this point. If not, it'll be coming out in a week or two, so please check that out. So let me switch you over to satellite view. As you turn in off of US 26, you're going to turn right on Indian Creek Road. It becomes dirt road the whole way. You can see right there's one cattle grate. Remember, you're driving through private property, so do not camp until you get to the second cattle grate. It's very, very important. Let me forward through here a little bit further. All right, right about there is the second cattle grate. This is where the boondocking starts. And as you can see, you're going to see a little road off to the right. That, when I was there, was extremely rough. So in the video, you saw we kept going straight this direction. You'll come to your first boondocking area, which is right there. And then you basically just proceed down Indian Creek, and you'll find lots of camping options along the way. Most of them are going to be on the right-hand side. This little road is like an ATV road. You're not going to want to go down that road. But you can see there's a little spur road right here. There's camping right there. There's some more camping. You're going to actually see a camper there. And as you continue down, you can see from the aerial overview, you've got more campsites right there and right there. And then you're going to kind of take a right-hand turn. Remember, this road is very narrow in sections, so please keep an eye out for oncoming traffic. I'm just kind of scrolling down and showing you some more spots right there. So I thought I'd bring you down here, show you an example of these amazing campsites. So this is actually the spot that Michelle and I stayed at back in 2022 when we were here. I wouldn't recommend it for rigs of much size because there's quite a steep road right there that you have to come down, but we wanted to be down here by the water. As you can see, this is Indian Creek. Just listen to that sound. Hopefully you guys can hear it. I know I've got my new microphone on, but it's very, very peaceful. So it's a nice flat spot down here. You're not going to get much solar, so you're going to have to be running generator in most cases. But there is a clear view of the sky there north. So if you wanted to have Starlink, you could probably set it somewhere around there. Or if you had the longer cable, you could put it up at the top of the mountain or top of the hill there. But yeah, this is a perfect example. I am going to get the drone out and fly over this general area. I think the wind is low enough right now to give you an idea, but this is a fantastic boondocking spot here in between Alpine, Wyoming, and Irwin, Idaho. Finally, to the end, you're going to see that this is the turnaround area that I showed you in the video. So let me cut to that right now and give you a little more. Okay, as I mentioned at the intro, we are here at the very end of Forest Road 289, Indian River Road, and this is the trailhead area. And as you can see, there is a huge area here that if you came all the way down and all the spots were taken, or you didn't find one that you liked, you could always turn around down here, assuming that this parking lot is not super full. I mean, on the weekends it gets pretty full, but during the week you have nobody. There is a pit toilet here. This is also a trailhead for hiking and horseback riding. I do not think you can use motorized vehicles on that trail, so you definitely can't take dirt bikes or ATVs or SUVs, or I mean side-by-sides. So as you saw, this road in is probably about 2.5 miles. There are a couple spots that if you've got a really tall rig, like a fifth wheel, you may have some clearance issues. So be advised of that. And secondly, directly across the street, once you go out towards the reservoir, there are some amazing boondocking sites on the other side of the water, or on the other side of the road and near the water. All right, welcome back. So this is a great option if you are in the area of Alpine or Irwin, Idaho. Remember, you're on the other side of the mountain, really, from Grand Teton National Park. From this boondocking site into Grand Teton, you're looking at probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours going through that beautiful town. Resources available in the area, so don't leave just yet. All right, everyone, I'm going to take you now and I'm going to show you the resources that are available in the area. I'm doing this video so that I can utilize it on several of our boondocking site reviews, because I've done, I think, 4 videos for this particular area. So some of these locations might be a little bit closer to you, depending upon which of the 4 sites that we did campsite reviews on that you choose to use. But just a reminder, there's Idaho, there's Wyoming. We're going to focus on this cluster of stars and hearts and that cluster of stars. So let's start down here furthest south, and that's going to be Alpine. Alpine, we did do a campsite review right here outside of Melvin's Tap Room and Kitchen. Again, it shows like it's in the middle of the water, which in theory could be, depending upon the time of year that you're here. But in Alpine, you're going to have limited services, but you're going to have one of the most useful locations, and that is KJ's. KJ's is a gas station. Now, let me pull you up here on satellite view. This picture is very old and does not look anything like this. The gas station actually goes all the way back to here now. There is a dump station, potable and non-potable water for donation only. There is also some public dumpsters right on the side of the building, which would be right about here. There's obviously diesel gas, or diesel, as well as gasoline. It is a Phillips 66, but again, this picture doesn't really do it justice. But definitely, if you're camped here by Melvin, you're going to want to go into KJ's and get propane, throw out your trash, get water, whatever you want to do. The groceries, again, old picture, is this Brulin's right here. However, if I pull it up, it'll show you an actual photo. That is the main grocery store in this part of the state. And that is really accessible from any of the boondocking sites we're doing reviews on. So as you can see here, that's where Alpine is. We're going to go up the road and we're going to focus here. This is going to be Forest Road 821. and this is going to be Lower Palisades Dispersed Camping. Those all have their own campsite reviews, so this might be a part of that video, but I'm not going to go through the information on those sites just now. If you continue down 26, you're going to come to where we chose to camp when we were here at below the dam. This is the Palisades Dam right here. In that area, you are going to have a dump station that is part of the Riverside Park Campground. Riverside Park Campground is a National Forest campground. The dump station fee is $7. They also have water available at spigots in the day use area, which is right here. Let me close this Brulins and pull up the map. And then a little bit further down, there is a boat ramp here. This is a $7 dump station. You need to talk with the folks, the camp host at the campground here to make payment, or there is an Iron Ranger drop box there. So you can dump and get water. However, be advised, I'm not sure when it opens, but it closes on September 30th every year. And today is actually September 30th, so today is the last day. But this is the below the dam boondocking area, so we will be showing you that in a campsite review, maybe even the one you're watching right now. Up the road from below the dam, you're going to find Extra Mile. This is a good place to get gasoline as well as propane. You can also go a little bit further down the road. Let me back out here. And you'll see Hover Camp, which is formerly known as Camp Rendezvous at Swan Valley. They do sell propane as well, so you've got propane options like that. Then further west, you're going to come into Idaho Falls. So, for example, from the below the dam boondocking area to this area here, where you're going to have resources available of any kinds, it's about an hour. So just keep that in mind. There is a free free dump station. Sorry, folks, dump station here in Idaho Falls. You can see there's actually RVs at the dump station right now. There is a dumpster there. There was not a dumpster there when I drove through the other day, and there is potable water right about there and right about there. So you've got potable and non-potable, depending upon how you say it. Then, once you go into Idaho Falls, you've got three primary grocery options. You've got Fred Meyer's, and I'm going to put these pins in the video description, so don't worry about that. You've got Albertsons and Walmart, and there is only one Amazon delivery location, and that is the Staples here right next to Albertsons, so I'll put that as well. So that is an Amazon delivery location. There are UPS stores available in the area, and they charge a small fee if you want to have something shipped there. Perhaps that is not Amazon. So again, I hope this information on the resources that are available. Remember, most all of these sites are limit of 5 days during the year, and then on September 1st, they change to either 14 or 16. Please remember, leave no trace. We want to keep these places open and available. If you enjoy free camping and boondocking across the United States, well, we've got a lot more for you. If you haven't already, checked out thewanderingshores.com, and we have an interactive Google map there where you can see all of the spots we've done campsite reviews of, as well as things to do in the area.